Well, yeah.
$1,300. I'm going to stop it. Okay, do it. Taking time for my...
She missed some.
Oh, it's taking some time. Oh, she didn't say...
I guess.
Oh, my God.
I guess because she didn't say the whole sentence or something? I don't know. I don't get that. I'd be like, well, yeah, you fucked up. You missed a word in there, but it's taking some time for myself. Yeah, there you go. You got it. You win. Go to fucking Jamaica for a week. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Like... There you go.
Welcome back.
My one on my last episode was weak, dude.
307 Reacts.
Yeah.
I'm Chris. This is Matt. And today we're checking out Hold Your Own by Demun Jones and Dusty Leigh.
Just the two of them this time.
Just
okay.
the two
All
of
right.
them.
The last few times we've seen Demun Jones and Dusty Leigh on screen, they've been with Adam Calhoun and Broadnax because they were doing that tour, end of the year last year.
Yes.
So yeah, this will be interesting to see just these two doing their thing. Have we seen Demun Jones and Dusty Leigh, just these two, on the channel yet?
Just those two together, I don't think so.
Maybe.
We've seen them individually quite often.
Okay.
But yeah.
Cool. Well, this will be interesting. Do you have any insight? Is this brand new? Is this...
It's brand new, man.
Cool.
I don't know. It come out, it'll be 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago for you guys. So
Cool. Excellent.
Yeah. But be sure to hit the links down in the description below, the affiliate links with Sweetwater. If you guys want to help us out, go ahead and hit that PayPal.
Yes.
Help me buy a new chair.
Look at this thing.
That doesn't do this.
It's not detached or anything. Like the lock is set, and it still does that. There's a I don't know.
We wore the brakes off.
There's a brake in there. That's just the e-brake's gone. It's just ain't doing the thing.
I need to get the tires rotated on this chair. Needs an alignment.
It needs a whole new suspension. Okay.
Yeah, it's all wore out. But yeah, if you guys would like to support us even further without spending any money, just hit that subscribe button. Go down in the comments, have a conversation, have some fun.
Yes.
And then don't forget to check out our Patreon. We're uploading every week, every Saturday. Sometimes a Sunday, depending on if we film that Saturday and then it uploads Sunday or whatever. But anyway,
once a week. Once a week on Patreon.
But with that, let's get into it.
Oh, let's get it, boys.
This is going to be a fun one, dude.
Oh, yeah.
It's Demun. Deep off in the country, where them billies roam. Gasoline and campfire, backyard filled with smoke. Stay up out them woods, y'all. Best to leave us alone. Cause one thing about a country boy, we hold our own, 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 we hold our own.
Dusty Leigh, I'm good friends with a 30-06. Everybody is in these part of the sticks. Won't even see us coming in these camouflage bibs. Wanna disappear, I know a couple tricks. Can't end up quit, then it sits on my side. I go to pool, you better hide. Bullets as big as the limb on a pine. If they connect, rip out your spine. Watch where you going, ain't no police round here. Nothing but trees round here. Mountains and creeks round here. Try disturbing our peace, end up deceased round here. Let's go.
Deep off in the country, where them
I like the way he kicked that one off. Like, I'm pretty good friends with a 30-06, you know, and like almost everyone out here is in the sticks, in this part of the sticks, you know, and it's like, yeah, that's pretty Wyoming based too. I mean, I would say I think a 30-06 is probably the gun that I've shot the most out of any gun.
Out of most guys that I know around here.
Maybe like a 22, but does that count? I don't know. But like a big gun, a 30-06 is like the one I've shot.
Most everybody I know that hunts will either use a 270 around here or they'll use the 300 Win Mag. And the reason for that is when you're hunting back east, you know, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, stuff like that, the trees are so dense. So you can't really go hunt. Instead, you do tree stand hunting. So you set up your tree stand and you sit. And the range, I mean, you're very rarely ever going to have a 100-yard shot.
In woods like that.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
It just doesn't happen.
Yeah, okay.
So you don't really need something that's going to have the power at range, which a 30-06 is great for, you know, I'd say anything 150 yards or less.
Yeah.
And, you know, even my 7 mag, I've clipped a couple elk at like 320 yards, 350. But like those 300 Win Mags, you can drop an elk at, you know, 400.
And I mean, a 30-aught will shoot quite a ways. It will, right? I mean, you give it an open field, it'll go quite a ways, right? But for situationally like this, where it's like you don't need something that is going to shoot 400 fucking yards, you know?
Yeah.
It's like
and the 30-06 will typically fly faster than a lot of the other ones.
Okay.
But it's velocity at range. So like the or I guess not velocity because that's kind of a speed, but the power at which it makes impact at range. You know, obviously the farther you shoot, the less impact you have because it's slowing down the whole arc. But around here, where you can easily take a mile-long shot if you really wanted to.
Oh yeah. Oh, I mean yeah. I mean,
you need a lot of powder.
You can glass a hill 3 miles away from you and be like, yeah there's a herd over there. All right, let's start moving in. And it's like, we are 3 miles away from them. It's like, they can hear us. It's okay. Let's move it. Like,
there's no trees to break
there's
this
literally
out.
nothing. They can see us because we can see them. So, like, But yeah, okay. All right.
Speaking of, I got a new revolver this weekend.
No shit?
Yeah, the 17 HMR, which...
I don't know what that is.
The only reason I got it is because it's really rare. Some guys... And the 17 HMR isn't as popular as, like, a 22, but... Basically, it's a 22 round with a little more heat.
Okay.
Is
cool.
Basically the deal.
I want to check that out, dude. You have to send me a photo of it or something.
Oh, yeah,
I'd like to look at that. That's cool, dude.
It's pretty badass.
All right, with that, let's keep going. A little gun talk there for you.
Yeah.
Bring up peace, hand up the seats round here. Let's go.
Deep off in the country, where them billies roam. Gasoline and campfire, backyard filled with smoke. Stay up by them woods, y'all. Best to leave us alone. 'Cause one thing about a country boy, we hold our own, we hold our own, we hold our own. We hold our own, we hold our own, we hold our own.
Now, this it might take some explaining. One thing for sure will be entertaining. So unfold your furniture, pull up a seat. I'll crack a can, profound some meat. I keep my select fire right under my seat. If one ain't enough, then I make it repeat. Yeah, they keep talking about how they gon' take it, but that's just some shit that they say on TV. I bet on my bones you won't get it from me. There's a Second Amendment, demon can read. No retreat, no surrender, not any conditions. My freedom's a reason to bleed. Off in the country, you gon' find us deep. Minding our own and earning our keep. Loving our family, living the life that we know, and always being on to the teeth.
I've always liked Demon's. I've always liked his style of rap, dude. Like ever since the first time we saw him, he really utilizes that like triplet style of rap. Like, and I like that being like a percussionist coming from marching band and that kind of stuff. I like those kind of cadences because it just. When the song is in this really straightforward 4/4 timing, and then you come in and you break it up, instead of just doing, you know, like, which is another style, but like it adds this like it just adds a flow to it.
It adds a bounce.
It's the it's like it's the flow that I like. My ears hear that and I'm like, yeah, that's good, man. I dig it. And I think that he also picks really obviously, you know, you have to kind of it's kind of that's part of the. I would assume the songwriting process. Yeah. He picks words that also fit really well, like phonically, in with those ups and downs too. I understand. Like he's writing a thing, but you know there are 3 different ways to say one sentence, right? And you could manipulate it any way you want to. And he picks what seems like the best way to kind of move through what he's trying to say and keep it kind of bouncy. Like I like it, man. I think he's a great rapper.
I love that line though. He goes, "They say they're gonna come and take them from me, but that's just shit they say on TV."
Yeah.
And
yeah.
It's so true because like I don't know about you, right? But some of you may be gun owners, some of you may not. I have plenty. But like if you picture yourself in a position where you see somebody that has a gun and then ask them to take their gun, like put yourself in that position in your head. Hey, I'm gonna have to take that. No fucking thank you. That is not a question.
On both sides too. Yeah, like on both sides of that question. Like you don't want to ask that question and you don't want to be asked that question. Or like you don't want to be told that and you don't want to tell someone else that. You know what I mean? Like
somebody asked me that, I'm like
you walk up to me while I'm holding my gun and someone's like, I'm gonna have to take that. I'm gonna be like, okay. I'm ready.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Like and that's the thing too, like I'm not like a classified gun owner. I actually own one of Chris's guns, technically. Like, he brought over a shotgun just to have at the house, you know, self-defense shit. And I've got, like, a little 22 handgun that, you know, makes a shitload of noise and scare somebody off if I had to, you know what I mean? But I at the same time, like, I appreciate the fact that you know, we can have those things around and, like, it offers protection. I see it as a protection, man. Like, you have to have it, dude. Especially when shit starts hitting the fan, dude.
Just like everything else, man, it's a tool.
Yeah, for sure.
And the whole thing that Demon's driving at, and that whole one thing is he's like, they're really brave asking on TV. He goes, wait till you ask me in person. Wait till you tell me in person.
And he kind of wraps it up. He's like, we're just out here living our lives, protecting our families, making our own. We're just working, man. Like, don't come out here trying to take my shit from me. Like, I'm just enjoying myself. Okay, if I want to go out for a weekend and shoot my guns off and shoot at clay pigeons or go out in the sticks and go hunting or whatever I want to do, don't fucking come in here like trudging on that shit, man. Give me my weekends, bro. Give me my weekends, okay?
On to the team. Deep off in the country, where them billies roam. Gasoline and campfire, backyard filled with smoke. Stay up by them woods, y'all. Best to leave us alone. 'Cause one thing about a country boy, hey, we hold our own, we hold our own, we hold our own. We hold our own, we hold our own, we hold our own. We hold our own, we hold our own, we hold our own. We hold our own, we hold our own, we hold our own.
Oh, I love
Yeah,
it.
boys. Get them.
Hell yeah.
Dude, great song, man.
That was a good one.
It's funny too. I've just had kind of like a extra or like a, I don't know, zoomed out thought process about this video, thinking about it. Like we're in the process of working on the video portion for the band that we're working with, and so like I'm starting to, my brain is in that mode right now. So when I watch videos, I'm thinking about the video and like how they shot it, what locations they chose, how many different angles they had. And a while back, 5 years ago, Matt would have looked at a video like this first of all and been like, don't even waste my time, because I don't care about that country rap bullshit. I don't care about that. And secondly, I would have looked at this and been like, yeah, great, it's two dudes walking through the woods. They took some camera shots of some guys walking through the woods, and like not appreciated any aspect of it whatsoever. Looking at it now, I'm like, there are like 9 different angles in this. They had a drone footage just of a drone flying over the forest.
Yeah.
They weren't even in the shot. They just literally got B-roll of a drone way up above the, I assume was a drone, way up above the trees. And then they had a drone flying through the trees overhead of them at one point. They had like, when they were standing on the little table or the sawhorse, whatever the hell the thing was, there was like 3 or 4 different camera angles around there, which means for each one of those, since there was no other cameramen in the shot, that there had to have been, they had to do that like, 5, 6 takes in that one. Plus, how many shots would it take for them to get the right angle of the drone following them overhead and things like that? Like, there's way more work that goes into this than just like, oh, it's just 2 guys standing in the woods rapping. It's like, there was probably a full fucking team of production there. Like, they probably had 4, 5, 6 other guys there running cameras,
bare minimum,
getting angles, moving trucks, driving this way, going and getting that. Like, it's a big day, man. Like, it's a really big day, and it comes out in the end, dude. Like, it's there's. If you're not a fan of the genre, there's still something to be appreciated. Like, these guys are grinding. They grind super hard, and they put out super high quality content. Like, it's for as simple of a concept as you might think that is, that turned out incredibly well. Like, dude, do you know how hard it would be for us to make something that's like, I give us credit. We do okay. We do all right for as amateur as we are, but like, that's on a different level. Like, they, even the way they come in with their cameras when they're doing their solo parts, and they kind of like, it's like Nova Rockefeller shit, right? Like, they come in and they kind of twist the cameras around and stuff. They're legitimate videographers, like they know how to manipulate cameras, and they've studied film, and they know how to, and those are the great guys to have on your team. And I'm just saying, like, I have a greater appreciation for this stuff, and I have you guys to thank for that, and I have Chris to thank for that. Like 5 years ago, I wouldn't give this shit the time of day. I wouldn't even fucking turn my head to it. I'd be like, what? Who?
The biggest thing that drew me to country rap to begin with would have been, and actually, Demon Jones was the very one of the first artists that I heard the whole genre of country rap. I know Colt Ford was like the first pioneer, but I think Colt Ford was on the track. I think it was the Moonshine Bandits, Demon Jones, Colt Ford, Sarah Ross.
Okay. Whole roster of them, huh?
We reacted to it on the channel. I forget the name of the song, but anyway, but that was my first introduction to it, and I remember thinking the same thing, like, okay, yeah, the song's decent. I was like, the video, they just had a barbecue and had people walking around with cameras. And then I rewatched it later, and I'm like, dude, there was like a lot of work that went into that. And then I came across Ryan Upchurch, and his videos are a whole different animal.
Yeah, dude.
And I'm like, dude, how does somebody in country rap that's not a big thing, and this was like 7 years ago.
Yeah.
I was like, how does somebody in country rap that's not like country rap isn't like, how did he get the budget for a video this good?
How did
like,
you do that?
How are they putting out this type? Well, that's how you grow a genre.
Yeah,
like,
and he probably didn't have a budget. He probably knew a couple of guys that had cameras. He knew Stoner. He could run.
Yeah.
Stoner can run the audio side of things, make me sound good. Now I need to find a Stoner that has a drone, or has a nice DSLR or something, and can do the shit. One incredibly good cameraman can really, really do a lot of work. So if you have 4 of those people on your team, 4 of these people that can just run a fucking camera and have studied film and know the inner and outer workings of it, dude, your video is going to look pretty fucking good. Regardless of what the idea is or what the vision is, it's going to look pretty goddamn good. And that's what I'm getting at with this. Simple idea, the video still looked amazing. They took the video that could have just been a front and back shot of 2 dudes walking, and then a couple side shots. They went up and above. They got B-roll of the entire area. There was even like still shots in there of just branches that had thorns and stuff on them. A lot of weird photography or kind of shit that you don't really think about unless you stop and look at it and go, it's okay, all right.
Yeah.
But it adds to the video. It's that weird subliminal kind of thing, subconscious kind of thing that's it adds to the effect of the video.
And a lot of it has to do with putting yourself in the environment, right?
Definitely.
I mean, you see the bushes with the thorns on it and stuff, and I can almost feel the humidity.
Oh, dude. Immediately. So, yeah, man, it was a great video. 5 out of 5 for me. I think these guys are killing it, and I respect their grind, regardless of the music they're putting out. You know what I mean? And I've learned a new appreciation for it.
Yeah. Well, if you guys enjoyed this video as much as we did, be sure to leave a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, click the bell, become part of the notification gang, and we'll see y'all next time. Bow! It just started. It just started going.
If you guys like this episode, be sure to leave a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, become part of hit the bell and the like button, and it just gets further and further away from the microphone, dude. That's so good. That's great.